So I'm recording now. I'm recording now. I'm ready for her. She already promised me. Okay, can you see my screen, please? Okay, can you see my screen, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Hmm. Let me look for extra. Somebody is saying yes. Who is this? Yes, on TikTok. You can't see my screen. Okay. So we have done data identification, and when we finish was when we're supposed to do data cleaning. So now I will show us based on this thing that we have. So there are three things common issue with data cleaning. The first thing is missing values. You are likely going to see missing values, and when you see missing value, what does that mean? It means that they did not complete the form, or they did not answer the question completely. That is what it means. Now, when you have missing value, when you have missing values, I normally talk about it. I say if somebody should write NECO, WAEC, all this normal national exam, and the person did not write name, what do you think we supposed to do? Do we supposed to mark that script or not? The real answer is there's no point marking the question, because if you the script, if you mark it, who are you going to assign the mark to? So there are three things we should look at for when you have missing value. Is either you delete, you ignore, or you replace. So three things to answer missing values. Star Blessing, please pay attention because of project work. When you have missing values, three things you can do. You either delete, you replace, or you ignore. So when do you suppose to ignore? When do you suppose to replace or delete? You should delete if what is missing is very very important. If what is missing is important, you have to delete it so that it will not tamper with your results. Now, for example, somebody that did not provide their location, you don't know the HHID, you have no information about their socioeconomic characteristics. When you use things like that, when you use that kind of data set, it will affect others. It's either it increase the whole thing, because it means that when you ignore, when you do not delete it, you are going to replace it. So the number you want to replace it with, you are not sure, you are just, it's more or less like, okay, you did not go to field, or you are the one that is even putting the number yourself. It will affect your results. Now you should delete if what is missing is important, and if the values, like the range, let's say the variables that they did not fill, if it's many, please delete, because it will affect your results if you start replacing. Now you can replace if what is missing is something that you can easily locate. For example, if somebody, maybe like you are looking at primary occupation, and you have other people that they are staying in that area together, and you look at the trend, the kind of things that the people are answering, or price data is missing, and you look at people that they are in the same location together, you can use it to judge, because they are going to buy from the same market. If at all it's going to be different, because what you are going to be replacing it with will be the mean average, so it's not going to affect your work. Okay, so you can replace. Now you will ignore too if the numbers that are missing, if they are just few, because Stata have a way of automatically dropping those things. When you are doing regression, it will drop, it will not count them, it will not run the analysis for them. So that is how to handle missing value. So we are going to test it. Then outliers. When you have outliers, For example, people are supplying their age, maybe like you are working on children, and let's say the age range that we categorize children with, I think for Nigeria youth start 18, right? Let's just spend it like anything from some months to, let's say, age 16. Age 16 we call them children, for example, right? Let's no, that's not I think it's 0 to 5 or so before. Let's just say we categorize them as children, let's say from age 0 to, I think it's supposed to be like age 6 or so, and all of a sudden you are seeing 60. That is an outlier. Is either the person want to write 6 and mistakenly add the 0, you will correct it. You are going to replace, because you know you can judge and say, this is information of children, how come the child is now 60 years old? So you can quickly change it. Or you see people supplying information about their income, the range that you know, like they are saying that 100,000, 150, 200, 500 and co. All of a sudden you see somebody that puts 1. How can somebody earn 1 naira per month? You know that this is a missing value. You can automatically delete it. It's outlier, right? We remove it. So outlier can either be below the norm or above the norm. If you see people's age, it can be like that's their real age, and you are seeing somebody that is maybe like, let's say, 201. That's outlier. If you are working among the youth and you see all of a sudden you are talking about lecturers, and you know that the salary of lecturer, the range, let's say it is from, let's say maybe like from 200 to like 800,000 or 1 million, right? 1 million. And all of a sudden, okay, maybe the people the category you are looking at, they are lecturer 2, their salary is not above 500. It's not above 500. All of a sudden you see like a professor inside the data, you know that that person is not part of what you are calculating. You have to eliminate it. Yeah. Again, there are some cases where you see duplicates. Duplicate means like you have multiple, the same person answering the same question. So when you have duplicates, you have to drop one, so that for inconsistency. Then when you see inconsistent entry, is also an issue. For example, you are asking for gender and people are writing male, female. The next question you are asking is about age, and they are writing it in number, right? They are giving you the numbers of years, their age. And where you supposed to have age, somebody suddenly puts male, female. That is inconsistency. So you have to go and locate where the gender is. You know that this person made mistake. And they can put age too. They can carry it and go and put it under income. You will be able to determine, this one is age now, or the person puts the income in age. So you clean that data. Now, how do you find out if you have a missing value? Let's go practical now. I believe you can see my screen, right? My people, where is Mr. Okay? Hey, am I still here or my network is not good?
You're still here. Oh.
Oh, so thank you, because I know that if anybody did not say anything, at least Sister Mary will answer me. All right, so I'm still here. All right, so let's now look at it practically. Let's practicalize it. I want to go and bring down our file, the data. Okay, this is cohort 3. I think I put it as merge. This I used to know the last day. This is it. I've not cleaned this data. So what we do is you will look for missing value, and this is the command. Just type miss table summarize. Miss table summarize. This will help you to check for missing values, right? Miss table summarize. Please type it. Even if you have not cleaned your data, you can open sec1 if you have it. UBK is not talking today. I guess you. So when you type miss table summarize and you enter, it's going to tell you where you have missing values. Now let's look at this together. You can see zone, state, local government sector, enumerator, area, HHID, individual ID, sex and co. Now the ones that are having missing values, the one that are having missing values are this one. Look at this table. It will list all the variables for you where you have missing values. Now observation equal missing, you know dot is missing, right? It's showing you that observation that is missing is up here. See the labeling. Observation that is greater than missing, that is at least there is value there. This is it. Inside here is not showing. Now observation that is less than missing, the number of observation, that's it will tell you the total number that you have there. This is it. And the unique value 2, that means you have 1 and 2. It's telling you the how many category you have inside that thing. For sex we have 2. For age we have up to 84 different people with different age. Okay, now the minimum is you don't have business with this. It is this missing value that we want to see. If I go to the back end where I browse this, you can see the missing value is showing up here. It is not because it's automatic but when I merge it the last time that I saved my work, I sorted this thing. So if your own is not like this, all you need to do is to come here and say sort by age.
Doctor, your voice has echoes.
It will stop now. Sister Blessing join with second line, that's why. Is it better now?
Okay.
Is
Yes.
it better now?
It's okay.
Okay, so please write sort when you want to do your work. Sort it. Now that I've sorted it, we should have the same thing. If you have this, even if you open your own G something to it will still tell you where those things are missing. See, after sorting it, I have the sex. Can you see this is male, right? Everyone male, 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 and the one with missing value is down. So the missing values are here from 39001 down. For sex is missing. So look at this now. Am I just going to close my eyes to all this? This is 82 and start saying, oh, I'll give this one male, I'll give this one female. It will affect my result. This same set of people are the one that did not provide information for their age. They did not tell us their marital status, religion, father's education. If it's important, it's going to affect our work. Do you see? So all I need to do is I will first drop all these people. I'm going to drop it. So it is what we have been doing. How have we been dropping variables or observation? What we want to drop is those people, those respondents that did not give us information about their sex, right? So what do? We say drop if, do you remember, if sex, this sex equal missing. If it's missing, please help me drop it. 82 deleted, right? Now I can also sort. Let me sort age to see if I still have missing value, or you can check again. If you look at it, this is sex, is no longer there. I have complete numbers now. Do you see? I have complete numbers. Now let me teach us in case you want to replace. For example, if you have done the average, the mean age, if the mean age is, let's say, is 53, from what we did last week, is 53 years old, and you know there are some few people that did not supply their age, and you don't want your sample size to reduce, all you need to do is to just say replace age. But I don't have anyone now, so it's going to tell me zero observation replace. So it will say replace age equal 53 if age equal missing, and I will say enter. But because I don't have anyone that is missing, it will be like this. It will do it automatically. For example too, if let's say you have checked and your the sex, the gender, you have like three people that their information is missing, and you want to replace. Let's use this marital status. Let me do this summarize again. You know, I've started cleaning my data. Summarize table. Sex is no longer there, age is not there, so that one. Now marital status, 15 is still missing in marital status. So for religion, all of them did not supply information. Do you see? Number of observation missing, 3,900. I know the reason this one is empty is because they have it in another file. So if I need this religion, I will just go there, I will merge it with what I have. So for this kind of religion, all of them are missing. What you should do is drop, you will drop that variable. It's not useful. Drop variable. And if it will delete it, it's out of our way. Are you looking at it, ma and sars? Mass and sars, are you checking it? So I will drop like that. So
Yes.
I'm showing a different scenario that can come up.
I
Okay.
am lost.
Oh yeah, that person should speak. Let me know. Let me get.
I am lost because mine is giving me errors.
Is that Sister Blessing? Sister Mary?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
No,
share. Can you
blessing.
share your screen? Can you share?
At the moment, I can't because I locked that up.
Okay. And can you snap it? Send it to me. Let me see where the error is. Can you do that?
Yes, I'm doing that.
Do it. Send it to me on WhatsApp. Let's clarify that, because you have shown that that is very important. So data cleaning is important too. I spent how many hours on one work now? I just finished the work. In fact, so I'm waiting for you to bring it so we can continue.
Yes.
Okay, have you sent this thing? I'm yet to receive it. Okay, okay. Why did Mr. Okay miss this class? Okay. Oh, you see the reason you are not looking at the screen. I'll come and flog you, Mr. Blessing. Oh yeah, type the correct thing. This is what you should type. Missing, summarize, not missed. Hmm? Let me put it where you will be able to see it and it will be big. Can you see?
Yes. Oh,
So this is the correct thing. Miss table. You put space, then you say summarize. I shall know that we're on the same page now. You are not supposed to have any issue.
yeah. Thank you.
You have done it, right?
Mm.
All right, so no problem. We'll continue. Any other question? Okay, so I'll continue like that.
You talked about sorting. You said sort sex. What
Yes,
about the
sort.
sex?
SORT. Sort by when you do your missing. What is missing there? You that sorting is just for you to go and check where those things are. Check. Sort the first one. Sort it. Go and look at where those things are. Because there are three different ways you can delete all the number if you want to. But let's just stick to this one. When you just say drop if that particular variable equal missing, you drop it. So it's when the command is wrong that we normally have issue. So we already know how to handle all this. Am I still here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
you are.
Okay, thank you. So when you are done, Sister Blessing, please tell me to proceed.
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Okay, thank you so much. So after that, we are cleaning the data already. We are cleaning. Okay. So this is it. I have already dropped religion because all of them did not answer. See, it will show you religion 3982. Before I drop the missing value here, zero observation that is answered. So I deleted, drop religion, is gone. Now if you still want to continue, like you are looking at where those things are again, further education, 19 people did not supply response. Let me sort that further education to know why. Further edu, okay, and I will check it at the back end. Look at it, we have none, 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 none. And people with primary education and co, you see. So what happened to this 19 that they did not supply? Now if you look at this now, you can see that these people, you can see that these people, they at least they have other responses answered. So it's possible that these people did not have education, like they didn't go to school. Do you get? So in a case like this, all you need to do is to replace it with none, and if it's zero too, you replace it with zero. So I want to go and check what none represents. Do you see? Because it's qualification they ask them here. Do you have any qualification? This father, they say zero. Then for the mother too, we have some missing values there. Okay, so we are cleaning this data. It is not one way. Oh, you have to know the structure of your work. So after sorting that, I can say, okay, let me now use another method of deleting, so that when you are watching this video, you know that it's not just one way. Okay, it's not just one way. I've sorted this value. Let's go back. This father's education, I've sorted it, and where the value, the missing values are, it started from 3882 to 390. Do you get? If you want to replace it, all you need to do is to say replace. I'm going to write it so that I will not be going back and forth. From 3882 to 3900, right? I can say drop in 3882 slash 3900. It will delete. Oh, it will delete. If I say drop in, it will delete it. Is this my command even correct? Because this one's supposed to be in. It work. So it has deleted the 19 observation. Yeah, drop in, I'm saying that drop from 3882 to 3000. So if your own is within maybe the first row, when you sort it again, it will take it up. You know, we have ascending and descending. If it's from 1 to 19, you will say drop in 1/19. It will delete. If you want to, let's look for another one. Which one is missing again? Mother's education 117 is missing. Let's take for instance that this 117, you are sure that this 117 did not go to school. That is the reason. Let me sort it to see what we have at the back end. Okay, see mothers education, see them. This is many don't know. We even have people that they say they don't know, and we have none. So in this case now, this person did not provide information. If this information is important, you have to drop them. Education left. Let's look at these people. This is it, is 0. They did not answer. I'm going to drop this one too. So this education left, education now is going. I'll say drop education left, education now, because you see I dropped the 2. Which one is many again? 8 started schooling, 825. Okay, I'm going to compare this 8 started schooling to highest education, then to highest qualification, because you can see that it's the same number that is missing there. So I want to sort age started schooling. Okay, to see what is missing. 825 is missing, right? They didn't provide information. I will not. Okay, because what I wanted to do is to check this highest education. I will look at it and say, oh, this is it. They didn't provide that information. You know why? Look at, have you ever attend school? It say no. So somebody that did not attend school, you are asking the person, what age do you started schooling? Do you get? So we are going, this case now is pure. These are the set of people that did not go to school. So when you say age started schooling, and they those ones that have yes, they are the ones that will have information. If you are only dealing with those that go to school, or your work is to compare people that attend school and the one that do not, in this case you don't need to drop this, except if the observation that you want to use are those that schooled. Do you get? So in this case now, I'm not going to drop this. It's going to be 0, because they did not go to school. Age started schooling, it's not going to work. So it will be like this. By the time I'm running my analysis, it will automatically drop. It will drop automatically. So I'm leaving this. Then highest education too is going, all this one now is going to be 0. Is none, because they didn't go to school. Okay, so that is about data cleaning. Any question? We can look for outlier in age. Please, let's look for outlier in age. Sort age. Where is age? Okay, so you look at it. What is the minimum? What is the maximum? We have done that before. Look at it. The maximum is 108. If you want to decide and say, these people, I want their age to be, it should not be, I want to peg the age to 100. All you need to do is to replace this one. 100, anybody that is below or that is above 100, you put all of them as 100. So let's do it. We do that too, like when you know, like you don't want accuracy, like because it's just one person that is in 108, it will be giving us wrong this thing. So we say replace. So I'm using it to teach us different things you can do. Age equal to 100 if age is greater than 100. Are we together? It has replaced 10. Let's go and look at it. Where are they? Do you see? From here, it has replaced, because you are pegging it the same way. You want to go and, these are household head though. I wonder how household head will be. Okay, it's still okay. If you are not seeing somebody that is just 11 years old calling him or herself household head, you know that there's error in Nigerian system. There's not 11 years old. How do you get married and you know do you get, and you can't stay alone. You know there are some people that are staying alone, they are the head of their household like that. So that is it. But let's say you are now having 11, this one you peg it, because you know that in Nigeria you can start having family as a man. You can even look at it with the agenda and say anybody that is below 18, you can't be household head, and you clean it to put her. All this you are going to explain it in your work, say, because they will ask you how do you handle missing values, how do you do that. So Sister Blessing, are we good? Do you understand how to clean data now?
Yes, I will understand them.
All right, thank you so much. So that is how to go about it. Yeah, yes, 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 yes. Then we can also check for duplicates. We will say duplicate reports, maybe like in duplicate reports. There's no how you are going to have duplicates in zones. You know, people come from different zones. Then you, but for HHID there is a unique number, but you want to test. I hope I'm not having duplicates. So you are going to say duplicate report. You see my spelling is wrong. Duplicate reports. Is there S? That's why I always give us cheat code. Report. Look at this. So when you are doing your own, don't carry it like this. Let me see, because I use do file a lot. When you carry this, you open, make sure it align with your own work. If I do like this and I say paste, duplicate report, my own HHID is not spelled as this. You replace it with your own. So it's telling me that duplicate in terms of HHID one, that means it's just one. You can't see the screen. That is true. The training is ongoing in Microsoft Teams. It's a paid class. You can only hear. God bless you. Okay, so you have one unique, no duplicates. He's saying that 3,881 that you have is just one copy, no duplicates. It's clear, right? Okay, so that's how to go about that. And I've told us, like, if you want to know, let's say you want to clean this unrealistic value in age, you can say list if age is less than 0, or let's say it's less than, if the age is less than 18 and it's greater than 100, it will bring it out. Let's try it so that you see. But I know we have checked the work. So there are different ways of you cleaning your data. Don't limit it to just this one. So I'm going to send us these notes. This one is to flag unrealistic for you. If you can also drop HHID first, but there's nothing to drop because we don't have. Okay, list. This one is saying list if age is less than 0 or age greater than 120. So you can always use this or this one. Do you see? You're supposed to list if I have. Let's take for example, I will say list if age is less than 20, because we have 23 is less than 25. And or if it's greater than 100. Don't forget I've cleaned this one. Do you see? It will list the rows. You see, 1 2 3 4 5. Because my data is sorted, that's why it's telling me the location. It's telling me that row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5. And let's check it to be sure. Look at age. Up, you see row 1 2 3 4 5. They are the one that are less than 25. Then if you now want to remove them, you will say, I'm using it to just teach us, so please let's not. You can say drop if age is less than 25 or age is greater than 100. Bam, it has deleted it. So that is another way of you cleaning your data. I think I can move forward now. So any question from the previous class? I think we did chi-square test, right? Say I
Yes.
can see this one. Okay. What about ANOVA? Do we talk about ANOVA?
No.
Okay, so please let's move to ANOVA. This is another way you can
Mhm.
recode. You can recode. Did I teach us how to recode?
No.
Let me do that. How to recode and how to label for people that work for industry. Yes, data management. So if you want to recode, for example, I have age, but I want to group them. Let me summarize this age. Summarize age. I will use it to teach us. Okay, the minimum now is 25 and the maximum is 100. Let's say I want to create age group three age groups. Let's and where should we start from? What if we do 25 to 50? Is it making sense? 25 to 50 group 1, then 51 to 75 group 2, then 75 to 100 group 3. I'm writing down. Oh, it's not everything that we'll be doing off head. I'll be off hand then. Okay, are we still together, or do I need to take it slow? I don't like the way Mr. Aoki missed this class. I will give him recording. I think I know the reason he's not around. Okay. Can I move forward?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So before you say you want to create group, before you can do your grouping, you have to check your data and be sure. Now I've put them in equal range. 25 to, is it equal? 25 to 50, 51 to 75. Then any from 76, because there's no decimal point too. If there's decimal point, you will say greater than. So it can capture. So I will say 76 to 100. Good, right? Now it is time to do the grouping. You will say generate. I have this thing there so that it will be faster. You will first say generate age group equal to 1. And you can also do it as generate age group 1, generate age, I will still show us that one too. Generate age group equal missing. That means all will be missing. You will now start replacing. So I will say replace age group equal to 1. What do you want your age group 1 to be? We say 25 to 50, right? Family, oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, age group,
Yes.
like replace age group equals to 1 if age, you can say if age is greater than 24, okay, and you say and you will pick your age, oh, the way it is age. If it's less than, that's what we agreed on. Oh, we say it should be 25 to 50. It should be less than 51. Are we good? So if I want to execute this, let me be doing it one after the other, so that we will all, not that I'm writing it and I'm saying that replace age group equals to 1 if age is greater than 24. That means anything greater than 24 will be 25. And age is less than 51. Enter. Let's go and check it at the back end. I will sort it so that we have it up. Sort this age group that Nini created. Let's check it at the back end. Look at this age. This is 100, right? I want you to look at it. Anywhere 50 starts, call my attention to it. Do you see? This is where 50 started. So anything that follow 50 is where I want to check. Okay. So at cell 1763, that is where 51 started. I want to trace it back to the new one that I created. Can you see? It is done successfully. It is done successfully. Do you see? They are now age group 1. Age group 1, right? So that is to confirm to you that that is how to do it, but make sure you write it correctly. If you say age, if age equal 25, it will still work because you are sure. Okay, now I want to do age group 2. If age is greater than or is equal to 51, equals to 51, then it should be less than or equal to 75. I'm doing this so that you know how to edit do file. Don't, when you have it, you don't need to crack your brain. I will send you the do file. Do file will be like a cheating code. Any day you want to do something like cleaning or you want to replace, you grab this one and edit. So I'm saying replace age group equals to 2 if age is either it is greater than 51 or it's equal to 51 and age. So this is like how to write range. So I'll say enter. It's done, I'm sure. See, it's 2 that I supposed to write. So what did I put? Okay, it's 2 that I put now.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so it's from here. Do you see? It is done. So even for the last one, is either I still put it in range. You can write it like this and say age group. If it's this, you will say if it's greater than or equal to 76, then you will do that one, but you don't need to stress yourself. It is still the same way. If you say if replace age group equal to 3, that is group 3. If age is greater than 75, because the last one was 75, anything that is above 75, bam, it is done. Let's tabulate this. This is one descriptive statistics. So if you want to tabulate, you want to know the percentage of people that belong to this age group, this is it. All you need to do is to copy your work, your results, take it to Excel, or do it here. You create log file, it will be there. Everything will be saved inside your work. Please, if anybody is having any issue, ask me, please. So this is how to create. You can create another variable out of what you have. Now let me use this opportunity to teach us how to label. If you want to label, your variable, what you need to do is you will write label, then you will define that age group that you want to do. Please write it like this. Okay, this is what you want to do to show you want to do age group, right? Which one is 1? We can label it as, we'll say group 1. But if it's the one that is well defined, maybe like it follow maybe a particular category, we already know the age adolescent starts, adulthood, the one you classify as children. So all you need to do is to say label, define, then let's go and edit it. Let's go. I'm not searching, I want to copy. Because it's not looking as if it's too much. So I want to divide this, the one that I call 1. Let's look at it together. You can see this is it, 1 something something. Okay, we have age group 1, age group 2 and 3. Okay, okay, so you have it like this. Then we come here. Age group 1 is what? I can say okay, I can label it and say, I will say age. I'm just using it as example. head that is less than 50 years old. So that anybody that sees the thing will understand. Then 2 is representing, I don't want to use the same this thing for them, but let me just use it. HH. I can still say head. That is within what? 51 to 75. Then the third categories are, I can call them headers. Headers that are 75 plus. So I will enter this. I want to be doing it one after the other. So if I enter this one now, let me tabulate again to see. Okay, so it's there. Okay, and it's defined. It is defined. All these ones, it will show. Anybody that sees this will understand that you have labeled the work. And let's say somebody is finding it difficult, you want to label. We say help. Let me remind us again that you can always seek for help. Label data. You say label variable. Then you put the name and you put the column that you want them to be. This is it. Label the value and you start putting them, see, in this column. You can label your data, you can label your variable. You can label the value. That is label define. You put it label, this one. Then you, any name you want to give, you must put it inside this one and you put space. And that is how to, you can copy it and edit. And if it's the value that you also want to label, you put it there. This is it. And if you want to do it by point and click, you come to this menu, go to data. If it's data that you want to label, if it's this one, data you greater than variable label, you do it in this way too. Should we go to point and click or I should proceed? Which one? Oh, let's proceed. Okay, so that is it. You can also recode. When you want to recode, this is it. You want to recode sex. Maybe it was 1 before. We will see it when I open another data set. When you want to, let's say sex is 1, you want to change it to 0, you say sex equals to 1 if, and you do it that way. The same way you say replace. You can use replace, you can use that. So the moment I put the value label, you can see it. Anybody that handle this data now will understand that when you tabulate it, it will tell you, even me looking at it, this age group. Please, if my network throw me out, let me know. This place is quiet today. So you already know, like this is well labeled. Anytime you want to do this, please, this is how to go about it. This is how to go about it. When you see, because Sister Blessing have the same number that I have, you want to define your value. Your own may be education, maybe like you want to group them. Just write it, edu group. What is group 1 saying? Put the name of group 1, put it in this quotation mark. What is group 2 representing? And that is how to go. Are we good? Hello? Is it my network? My people are quiet
We cannot.
today.
I can hear you. I don't know if others can hear you.
Okay, but you can
It's
hear
really,
me.
yeah.
Hello, it's raining at my end. That's why.
Okay, Okay, Mr. Stephen. But Mr. Stephen, is it clear?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you so much. UBK, I don't know.
Hey,
Is it clear?
no.
Last question now. Which part?
Never mind. Never mind. I will ask you question after.
I trust you.
Yeah.
The data you sent to me, were you able to analyze that data? Ah, mama.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yes,
See,
so I was just doing exercises and I was trying to do with other datas
uh,
to see if I will be able
to
to
do it.
do it. So when I was trying to export it,
Yes,
I think I didn't do it the right way. That's why I stressed.
error.
And then when you send me the video, yes,
So
that
you were
short
able
video
to
helped
do it
me.
after that, right?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, thank you so
Yeah.
much, family. So let's proceed. Let's look at because I don't want us to miss this ANOVA. It's something that you are likely going to come across. So I will send us. I've sent us this one. Oh, is in our work. Please, is in our work. Oh. So you have it. I sent us all this. If you are looking, you want to check missing value, this is it. You want to look for duplicates. Duplicate report is the command. You want to generate new variable, you use generate. You want to recode, maybe it was 1 before, you want to change it to 0. It was 10 before, you want to change it to 2. You can do it. You use recode. You want to merge, we are using merge. So thank you. I'm going to minimize this. Okay, so don't forget that we have this practical data set that I sent to us. Okay, so today I will send us this particular notes, this one too, so we know how to interpret. Can somebody remind me when how to know if your the test that you are doing, if it's significant or not? What is the decision criteria? What is the decision criteria to test if, okay, some people say it is raining from their end, so let me continue. Thank you, Professor. Okay, so let's look at ANOVA today. You know, I always focus on when do you suppose to do ANOVA. We have talked about chi-square test, we have talked about one sample t-test and two sample t-test. Now ANOVA, you know, for chi-square test, let me bring it back to our memory. I mentioned that you will use chi-square test when you want to compare two categorical variables, and we use the example of marital status and sex, right? You look at marital status and sex. Is either the person is male or female, right? And in a situation whereby, oh, join us. Mr. OK is back online. Can you join? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so it's coming. Okay, so we now move to, we say you will use it when you want to compare two categorical variables, right? Now what is the difference between ANOVA and chi-square test? Now chi-square test is used to compare means across two groups. You want to compare means across two groups. That is, we are talking about
Ah,
average.
doctor.
Welcome, sir. Welcome,
You,
welcome, welcome,
doctor.
sir.
Continue.
All right, so I'm going to, the
Thank you.
recording is okay. We talk about data cleaning. So when you check it, you will be able to catch up. So now we just want to continue from our last class. We have talked about chi-square test. We have talked about one sample and two sample t-test and when to use them. So now we want to check, when do you suppose to use ANOVA? when they're supposed to use ANOVA. ANOVA is used when you want to compare means across more than two groups. Yes, across more than two groups, and I'm going to break it down so that we understand. When you talk about mean, that is, you want to look for average, it means that you are dealing with continuous variable, right? You are dealing with numerical variable, right, in numbers. An example is when you are talking about income, when you are talking about age. It is different from when you are talking about age group, because you have put them in group. You have group one, group two. That one, it has become categorical. When you are talking about income in numbers, in naira, not in group, you say income 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, like that. Numbers. Now the moment you take it back and say income, this one belong to poor, this one, you have already categorized it. That is not what we are talking about. We are talking about when you have them in numbers, so you'll be able to look for the average. So now you want to tabulate it across another group variables that has more than two groups. And the example is when you have marital status, that you have polygamy, you have monogamous marriage, and no, that's type of marriage. When you say single, married, divorce, widow, you know it's more than two. So that is when you will use ANOVA. So how do you suppose to do it? To do this one, is all you need to do is just write one way, age, marital. Let's go and look for this thing. On purpose, I did not put the working directory. I can say help ANOVA. I will go to statistics. If I want to write it like this, I will say ANOVA. I will list the thing that I want. ANOVA, I will write it and I will carry out the test. Now go to statistics, then go to linear models and related. Then you will see ANOVA and MANOVA. Then pick analysis of variance and covariance. I think I should create a video on the difference between the two. So they say go to statistics, linear model and regression, ANOVA and MANOVA. Then take analysis of variance and covariance. Then the dependent variable is what? We say we want to look at age and the model. We are looking at marital status. I didn't even look at that marital status. I don't know how it is categorized.
Doctor,
Yes, ma.
is there any way I can save these videos without going to WhatsApp, to YouTube?
No, it's on YouTube. It's private, so it's for this group alone. Anything I send to us is our
I
personal stuff.
know.
Okay.
I know. I'm asking you because sometimes I don't have internet and I'm outside, you know,
Okay.
and I wanna use it. That's
And
why I'm
this, I
asking.
think you can save it because I've given you the
I tr-
link.
I tried. I tried to save. I saving it, but once um once I don't have internet, it's no play.
No, download it. Download it when you have internet. Anytime you want to go back to it, you go and watch.
Okay.
Mm,
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Okay, so now we have it. Let me tabulate this marital status. Okay, so I have 7 groups. It's even more than. So what this one is looking, we are looking at age. Is there any association between age and marital status? And how do we know? It is the p value that will tell us. So marital status, look at it. It is significant. People of God, are we seeing it? This is the probability greater than f. So it is significant. It means that there is actually association between age and marital status. And I mentioned something about um post hoc. Post hoc is when you want to know if which one is differs like by which of this group have association. Do you get? So because this one is telling me that one they are not the same. There's difference between each of this group in association with this one. Then I want to also do something. Where's that up and over? Because we have different types. Okay, because we have one way and over, and I noticed that these days now somebody was telling me which day that there's no longer two way and over, but I think I can still see it here. Linear model and over, one way. Okay, so response variable is age, right? We are looking at age, and we are looking at this marital status. There are even 7. I didn't clean it too. Okay, so this is what we are, it's telling us that between groups, when you are comparing groups and within, there's actually difference. The same result that we have in this, do you see? It is significant, and this is the p value. You can still see it here. This is the p. So interpretation, can somebody please, okay, this is the association, this one is checking association. Is there any association between age and marital status? Yes, there is. This is it. This is to tell us that within the groups, like age actually affects marital status. For example, you are likely going to find people in the age of, let's say, anything from 50 or 60. You know, we have highest to be 100. Is either they are widow, do you get, or separated. You will see it there. Now for age, people that are within that age of, let's say, 25, I'm not talking about age group now, but you know that as people grow in age, their level of marital status will change. That is what it means. So age actually have to do with marital status. You are likely going to see people that never married, this one, the single ones, like all these 25 years old, 25, 30, even 35, that we are still wondering around. God have mercy on us. Amen. Do you see? So you are likely going to see things like that. So what this result is saying is that there is association between age and marital status. Any question before I proceed? Any question? So I'm going to take it as no question. So the another question that we ask is it clear?
I have a question.
Please ask.
Um, my first question is, when we have, for example, we have data to work.
Hmm.
What is it? Is it what? Which one is wise? Is it that we need to sort, clean, then we now start analyzing, or we do the analysis then before we sort out? Which do you
Okay.
advise we do first?
What you do is you have to clean your data before you begin analysis. So you have to clean your data before you begin analysis. The reason I use this one was because I noticed that we were taking too long in data management. I say, okay, let me refresh our brain. Let me show you how to analyze data. But the real work is that you should clean your data. And because I was doing descriptive, there are some things that it will not count. If there's missing value, it will drop. Do you get? So the first thing is, when you get your data, you look at it. Is either you want to reshape, you want to restructure, then you clean the data. You can even clean the data before you start your grouping. Cleaning of data is the first thing. Clean that data first before you now start analyzing, because all this transformation and code, they are still part of data management, but please clean the data first. Is it clear?
Yes. Then secondly,
Okay.
um, for example, we are done with everything we need to do, and we've saved, maybe we've saved the graphs, we've saved all the analysis and everything.
Mm.
How do we get the exact file to submit? Is it
Okay.
that that same file we save is what we send to whoever is going to analyze it or give us or grade the mistake, or how do we
Okay.
do that?
Okay. Let's take for example that you are working on a project. You have done this analysis. Let's take this one for example. If you are working, you want to keep your result, the first thing you suppose, that's why when you want to start anything, create a log file where your work, your result will be saved. Log file, log file quote 3, you say save. It is saved, right? Any analysis that I carry out now, this file, let me go and ah who is this person? Is it part of us? Do you have the link? I don't think so. My people is recording, they get. Okay. You did not register, that's why. Okay, so if I now I want to show us at the back end so that we will be, I created something now. Where is it? I'm in quote 3. Okay, this is the log file quote 3 that I created. I want to show you that it will be empty. Do you see? It's empty. Okay, so I want to start working now. Where did I start analysis? ANOVA. Where is ANOVA? Okay, I say ANOVA marital status. Enter. This is another way I do tabulate marital status. Let's say is descriptive analysis. I also tabulate by zone. I want to know the percentage of my respondents from each zone. Wetin na? Why is this season now? Okay. So I want to why is it not picking now? This thing dey try me. Hey, is my system hanging? Okay. Zone. Is it correctly spelled? I've done this analysis. Let me do one more. This one way. I think I copied something too that time. Okay. Let's say I've done this analysis. I want to go and check now if it's saved. So anytime if the person that want to grade you, they say submit it in Stata file. You know this one is saved already. So when you want to send the assignment, this is what you will send. This is the results. In fact, some assignment they will even tell you to give them the do file that you use to be sure. Do you see? I have my results. Let's say when I'm done and I want to use Microsoft Word. You know this one that we used to do now? If it's your project work, you can copy it. Copy table. Copy table. Please. Copy table. You can open your Excel. That's if you know if it's Excel that you know how to use. This one that I copy now is marital status. The normal way we used to paste, you paste if you know how to use Excel. Is my screen still showing? Then you start
Yes.
formatting.
Yes.
It is, right? I will say marital status. Then this is the mean. This is the percentage. You now say, is it correct? Where is the standard deviation? Let me check. Okay, standard deviation 14, then frequency. Okay. Some case you may not need this standard deviation for categorical variable. Frequency suppose to come before percentage, right? Is this correct? What did I tabulated now? Oh, sorry. I thought it's descriptive statistics, but this is one way and over. Okay, okay. This is the percentage of those within that group. Okay. So let's just format it. Let's say this is your result and you are sure the result is compulsory. You will remove what you don't need. You close the gap. For this one, you will need the standard deviation. Then you put it. Then you can now format, label this properly. This is mean. This is frequency. So for academic work, this is how we present our results. It's going to be top.
Bien expliqué.
Well,
Je t'avais bien expliqué. Pour la clinique, je t'avais donné le nom de la clinique. L'Instagram, quand tu tapes sur, sur le nom de la clinique, on va te donner.
you will hear yourself in the
I've
recording.
seen username, the clinic name, and I think website too. So it's up.
You should come back now and say, this thing is not clear. Okay. All right. Where am I cleaning? Okay. Excel. So for academic work, this is how we do this thing. So you don't need to put 1 2 3. You will write it the way it is. Married monogamy, married polygamy. You will format your work before you will now take it to your Microsoft Word. Let's say your documents. Whose work is this? Okay, Stata for data analysis. Let's say this is your result and discussion. So maybe table 1, you paste it depending on the way they normally do. Okay, all these ones, they are not part of this thing. Depending on how you want your work to be. Star Blessing, you understand what I'm saying now?
Yes, sir.
So you will now format it the way you want your work to be. Hey, Madam Okpayemi. So this is presentation of results. It is not even analysis, like knowing how to present your work. This one. Do you get the format? Then you continue like that. You start. This is how you present your work. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can I continue? Let's look at where are we? So we are done with ANOVA. The question was, how do you present your results? So that is it. Now let's move to regression. Regression analysis is done when you want to look for relationship between two or more variables. We have simple regression and we have multiple regression analysis, right? Now, what is the difference between these two? What is the difference between these two? For simple regression analysis, it means that you have one predictor. That is, we have one independent variable and one dependent variable. What is the difference? Can somebody tell me the difference between dependent and independent variable? Let's not waste time. Okay, for dependent variables are variables like your outcome. The outcome, what you are trying to find out. You are looking at, if rain fall very well, like what is going to happen to yield? If I use enough fertilizer, what is going to happen to my yield? If they reduce inflation rates, what is going to happen to our food security? If government decide to subsidize fuel, what is going to happen to our welfare? You see that welfare, you see the food security, the yield. In this case now, they are dependent variable. They depend on other inputs, reduction of exchange rate and all those things, subsidy, giving subsidy to people, price reduction, food price reduction. All these ones are independent. They are not depending on the outcome. It is outcome that depend on them. So when you touch all these independent variables, they are the one that will affect the outcome variable that we call dependent variable, sorry. So you can sometimes, when you are reading some books, you will hear it, they will call it predictors. They are the one that will predict what will happen to your outcome. Can I move forward? So when it is simple, it means that you have just one independent and one dependent variable. You are keeping other variables constant. And it's become multiple when you have more than one dependent variable, or it's now become variables, right? So let's look at example of simple regression. I say it is used to predict one numerical variable using another. One numerical variable using another. So the dependent variable, which is our y, must be numbers, because we have logistic regression. Okay, so now let's look at it. I believe all of us have this data set that I gave us that time when I put practice. So let's open it, let's import. So there won't be any excuse that, oh, I'm not with you, because there's no because this time around. Oh yeah, let's go and bring it. This is the one I've been working on. This is it. This is the one I've been working on. I want to open another cell. Okay, so I'm closing this. Let me minimize this in case another person has a question. I'll minimize this too. So I want to open another Excel because I want to import that Excel. I want to open another Stata. So please, let's do it together. Import your own work. Import. I want to import now. I'm bringing that practice. I'll browse it and go to, it should be in quad 3. Maybe it's inside quad 2. But I've given us the data. I can't answer now. I'm in training. People should wait. I have 30 minutes to go. Okay, so this is the data practice. I hope you see. So it is there. Let's not forget what I asked us to always do. Import the first row as the variable name, right? Let it be the variable names. So I'll say okay. Okay. So I have 5 variables and 30 observations. 30 observations. Okay. So this is it. I just want to use another data to show us. So now you have ID. This is like HHID. This is their unique number. You can see that there's no duplicate there. If there's duplicate, I'm going to say drop duplicates. Then this is the age. Do you see sex? Sex is 1, 2, 3. Let's take it as, I will use it to teach us how to recode. You're always using to teach. I want to replace sex here equals to 0. If sex equals to, do you see? Thank God it happened to me. This is what I used to say, that we should not type. I supposed to come and pick it because the S is in capital letter. So it's done, right? 15. It is done. Let's go and look at it. This is replacing. So I have 1 and 0. 1 is for male, 0 is for female. Now if I want to code them, that means let's go back to our do file. So you know how to use it. Where is that code? Okay, record sex equals to this generate female. I've done this, but I will just label that. What I will do is I will label. I want to label the variable age. Is labeled already. Let's do it together. You see, the one I copy is for education. Let's use it. I want to label define sex. Mr. Mary, sex is 0 is what?
You know,
Female.
I'm
0 is female and 1 is what? Male. It's just 2 that I have there. Then I'll say label value. Okay. Sex, because I didn't change anything there. Does it even make sense? This is my sex. Oh God. It is done. It's record, but you see the mistake that I'm making. Look at it too. You see the difference now. This sex is not in small letter. Baba God. It's already defined. Okay. So I have this already. It's not do what I want because I didn't write it well. I might as well come to data. Oh, it's done. It is there already. So anybody that sees will know. 0 is for that. It is done. What were you now doing before? Were you loading? You didn't give me any sign. It is done. Male and female replace. Done. So anybody that look at this data already know what each represents. So I have sex now. Now we want to do simple linear regression. Where you did? Okay. Did I close it? Data cleaning. Opening too much file. Which is this? And I want to use it. That's why I do not want to close down. I don't need this again. I need this now. Bring it back. Okay. So now we are looking at one sample simple regression. Simple linear regression. Where is it? So we have one predictor and one dependent variable. So this is it. You want to predict. If you want to do point and click, you will just go to statistics, linear model and related, then pick regression. And don't forget which example. We want to look at income and dependent variable. We want to use income and we want to compare it to, let's look at it by gender. Let's test income by gender. Let's do gender analysis. statistic, linear regression. What's your dependent variable? You know it can go both way. We want to look at the income and we want to check it by, you can even use the year of education to see if education affects income. So when you click, you see if you want to write it in code, you just say regress and you put your dependent variable and the independent variable. This is the number of observation, 30. Then for age, this is education. Now we have coefficient. This is the coefficient and you have the p value. Some people know how to interpret t value, but don't worry, use p value because p value is straightforward. 5%, if it's less than 5%, it is significant, right? Now you have p value to be 0.000. This is what we have. Somebody is going to interpret this for me. Mr. Blessing, are you there? This is the coefficient. This is the standard error. This is the t value. This is the p value. So the p value says it is significant. Do you agree with me or not? Anybody that can speak? Do you agree that this thing is significant or not?
I agree that it's significant.
Thank you. So we now know when we say it is significant and when it is not significant. Okay? So now the interpretation, this result is significant. That's the first thing. Because you will always interpret what is significant. Now this result is saying that it is significant. Always look at the direction. This coefficient will tell you the direction. It will tell you the direction of the relationship. It's already telling you that there is significant relationship between education and income. This education is in year, is year of schooling. Look at the data, understand it. So anybody that spent 9 years, the one that spent 10 years, 11, like that, that is the way the data is. There are some cases that you will have it as primary, secondary. That when it is categorical, I will show you how to do that. Okay, so this is significant and it's having positive value. If it's negative, you see negative value as it is in front of this constant. So this is positive. So the result is saying that there is positive significant relationship between education and income. That is another way you will say that. But because you attend this class already, I'm going to ask you, I will not say it is, so what is the relationship like? This level of education, it shows that like as people spend extra year in school, not to have carryover that I'm saying, no. The higher the level of education, the higher the income. The higher the years of schooling, the higher the income. That is what this is saying. So people that only use 9 years in school, that means that's primary now, that's GS3, compared to somebody that use 11 years. If 9 is GS3, SS1, SS2, SS3, okay, SS2, it means that anybody that attend SS2 will take more income than those that use just 9 years. Now people that use maybe like SS2 now compared to SS3, they will be having additional 5,301 naira according to our coefficient. Is it clear? People of God, is it clear? So this is the direction of this relationship. Additional year of schooling, income will increase by 5,301.09 naira as people spend additional year of schooling. So that is what this means. If we have categorical variable, I will still come back to it. Let's continue. So that is simple regression, simple linear regression. And I put here, I say you have the dependent variable to be income, Here I put independent to be year in state, but this one I change it to education. So it means that if your client is doing something that is related, it is what your client is doing that you will do. On purpose, I'm using this so that you will know that the value of this is a cheat code. Anytime you want to do a work like this, just come to it, pick it, use it as example and change what that person specify as model. If your client did not do methodology, you have to charge the person for methodology. That's if you know, because there are some people that know how to analyze data and they don't even know, they are not sure of what the client want to do too. But please don't be like that. Know when to use each of these analysis. So when you already select your dependent and independent variable, you click OK. Then interpretation is important. The coefficient will show you the direction and size of the effect. The direction is talking about, is it negative or positive? If it's negative, it means that as year of schooling is increasing, their income is decreasing. That is what negative is saying. But it's positive. Okay, the higher the level of education, if it's categorical, the higher the income. So you will look at the p, this b, that is the coefficient, this b greater than 0 as year in state, then income also increase. But if this beta, if it's now less than 0, then a year in that state, just like in income, reduce. The reason they are saying greater than 0, anything that is greater than 0 is minus, right? That's the meaning. So even if the value here is not 5,000 plus, if it is one naira, depending on what you are saying, it's saying that income will increase by 1 naira. And the unit of your measurement is important too. Okay, so now let's look at multiple regression. It will become multiple when you want to predict one numerical variable using 2 or more predictor. So it means that it can be more than 2. If it's still 1, that means it's simple linear regression that you are doing. But if it's more than 2, if you have, okay, it can be, if it's greater than 1, then you are doing multiple linear regression. So let's take for instance, I say, does income depend on year in state? Does it depend on age? Does it depend on education level? We have years of schooling. This is what we have. So we may want to check, does income depend on gender? Does it depend on age? What about education, year of schooling? This thing is not education, it's years of schooling. So I can as well label it. I will just rename. Let me use that one to remind us how to rename. This is the old name, education. I want to put it as years schooling. I've renamed it, right? So now you will do the same thing. You go to statistics, linear regression. Come here. Linear regression. Then we want to look at income. Does it depend on education? Does it depend on age? Does it depend on sex? Then you say okay. You know why? Education is no longer there. So it's not recognizing it again. This is the one that is there. Don't be scared of error. So now we have this. Thank God. I want to really increase this. Who will interpret? Let's pick it one after the other. Sister Blessing, please, you are going to interpret age for me. Age. Is she there? Sister Blessing will interpret age. Okay. Sister Mary will talk about sex. Mr. Okay will talk about year of schooling. Mr. Stephen will correct anybody that is wrong. It's raining in his side, but at least. Okay, let's go. Sister Blessing. It is that sex that used to have issue with interpretation. Sister Blessing, Sister Blessing. Do you want me to interpret it? Give me a yes or no. Is she still with us?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, just try. This is the coefficient.
But
This is the p-value.
but it's
Eh?
I'm coming. It's tested. It is not significant. Am I right?
Why?
Because it is greater than 0.5. Is it for sex or for age?
We are doing age.
Oh, sorry. It's significant.
At what level?
At 0.01.
Okay. Eh? At what? Oh yeah, I saw again. Say it again, please.
Sorry. I said at 0.019. Which
No
is
why. Oh yeah, let me correct that. If at all you did not take anything out of today's class, eh? As a researcher that you are, Sister Blessing, we have three different significant levels. I explained this last week. We have 1%, 5%, and 10%. Now, people in the medical line, they don't want anything that is less than 1%. It's 1% they go for, because they deal with lives. They don't want anybody to die. Their risk is very very slow. It's just 1% that they are giving grace for. Okay, but our own work, we set it. We are saying that we are looking at 5%. 5%. So is either you look at it and say, oh, it is significant at 5%. Yes, 99% confidence. Okay, they are sure. Say we are sure. 99% sure. Then for other social sciences, they can look at it and say, okay, like at least I'm 95% sure. The remaining 5%, maybe it happened by chance. Okay, so this work now, is it less than 0.05? Is less than. Now if I approximate, it will be 0.02. So it is significant. It is still significant at 5%. It's significant at 5%. So I love the fact that you even started from that significant level, because that's number one thing. You first look at it. Is it significant? Is significant? So what is the direction? Start blessing.
What do you say?
Continue the interpretation. You have identified that it's significant. You are correct. What is the direction of
Eh,
the relationship now? That means there's a relationship between age and income. So what is the direction
eh,
of relationship?
Excuse me,
eh,
doctor. You said that mm, hospital or medical companies don't doesn't allow 1%, more than 1% or less than.
What do you say?
When you do the interpretation of the result, you
Mm.
say that medical medical companies
Mm.
doesn't allow more than 1% or less than 1%.
No, they like, it's not as if they cannot take 5%, but they focus more
Mm-hmm.
because they are dealing with people. They are dealing with life
Okay.
and death. So they would prefer to say their own. From this is from literature. Do you get? Some people can still report
Okay.
their work and say it is significant at 10%. Some people will still say at 10%. Do you get? That means
Mm-hmm.
they are leaving 10% by chance. That it happen is by chance. 10%. So just report. What we do is, when people say it is significant, I don't want you to
Mm-hmm.
just go and say it is significant. I'm asking you so that if anybody asks you at what level, All you need to do is take your calculator, use head to calculate it. If it's 10%, you know that it will be 0.1. So this work is still significant at 10%. Abi? 5% is 0.05. 1% is 0.0. It should be less than. So if it's less than 0.1, even if this, let's say we have 5 1, is this still
Mm-hmm.
significant?
No.
It is not significant at 5%. But if I want to, if you are reading journals, you will see some people, they will report and say it is significant at 10%, because it is greater than 5% already, but it's still less than 10%.
Mm.
So you can even have like 6, 8. It's not longer significant at 5%. They will say it's significant at 10%. It is still allowed. Do you get? They will just report
Yeah.
it significant at 10%. So thank you. So establishing, what is the direction of relationship? Medicine and science
Mhm.
1%, social science and human 5%. Yes.
We have to we have to reject. Abi? Are we rejecting now?
No, no, and you will reject the null hypothesis that says that there is no
Yes,
significant relationship
there's no
between age and income. But
yes.
because you are a researcher, I will not let you go. The interpretation still continue. If it's ANOVA, if it's t-test, if it's this one, you will stop there. But because of regression, look at the relationship. It will talk about the direction of the relationship and still tell you the effect. So we use this coefficient. So this one is saying that as people get older, their income increases by 762.55 naira. And if your unit of measurement is in dollars, you say dollars. Is it clear?
Okay.
Hmm. Sister Mary, is your turn.
Okay. For sex, it's greater than 5%, so it's not significant.
God bless you.
And
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Continue.
okay, for the direction, wow.
Because they will ask you. I know that there's gender in your work. Oh yeah, no problem. Let me now
Eh,
ask. Let me say it, because we used to get confused when we have categorical variable like this. So let me bring it out. Okay, this is the coefficient. Don't forget that the sex, we coded it at 0 and 1. 0 is female and male is 1. Because this thing is positive, it means that the income actually favors the male, because it means that at sex, put it like that, that is not the correct interpretation, but it means that as sex increases, as you move from 0 to 1, income is having positive, is also increasing. So it means that male are earning more than female, and this is the what they are earning more. They are earning 318 income than female. Is it clear?
Yes, it is. It is.
But you know, we don't, if it's not significant, we don't interpret it. But if you are doing gender analysis and it's not significant, you just conclude and say there's no significant difference between the income of male and female. But in this case, it is not significant. But if it's significant, it means that male are earning 318 higher than female compared to their female counterparts. God bless you. Who is interpreting the next one? Mr. Okay. I'm disturbing Mr. Okay that just joined. But I want him to at least show me. If he did not understand, I will explain again. Mr. Okay.
Hi, doctor.
Okay, sir. Can you interpret this for me?
Honestly, I cannot. For
Okay,
now,
please.
I just joined.
No
Mm,
problem. So pay attention so that you must go home with something today. You know it's our last day. You must go home with something.
okay,
So I'm going to
no
interpret
problem.
this result because we are doing linear regression. We are doing regression analysis. What we are testing is we want to know if there is relationship between one variable and the other. Hmm? Now, for this particular result now, the first thing is we look at this p value. Under this p, this is 0.000, is less than 0.5%, so it is significant. It is significant. Then we now say that means there is relationship between year of schooling and income. You will come to this coefficient to look at it. Is it showing negative or positive? Because it is not written in front of it, that means it's positive, but if it's negative it will show. So it means that there is significant positive relationship between year of schooling and income. Now what is the meaning? The meaning is that as the higher the year of schooling, the higher the income. That is just the interpretation. The higher the year of schooling, the higher the income. Now if they now want to ask you, they will say what is now the, like, what is the this increment is by what? That means a year increase in year of schooling will bring additional 3,460.873 naira in income. So somebody that just let's say primary school 6 years, and the person that already in GS1, that one in GS1 will earn 3,460 naira than the one in primary 6. The one in, okay, somebody that just finished secondary school, that's SS3, maybe the person already spent 12 years in school, because you are using years of schooling. It can also be categorical. The person will earn less because we say as you grow older. So let me continue to use the increment. Somebody that is already like a year older, maybe like you are already doing masters, if they employ you, this result is saying that you will earn 3,460. So if the gap between the year of schooling myself and another person is 6 years, I'm going to multiply this by 6 years. So that means I will earn times 6 than that person. That is just the simple interpretation. Please, let's continue to practice. You will understand it well. So that is about multiple linear regression. Any question? Any question? So I want to introduce us to, it's not part of this course outline, but I
No
like
question
to.
from me for now.
Okay, thank you, Sister Mary. Now I want to introduce to us, I still put here, see, this is how to interpret it. You will look at the coefficient and the p value. If it's this, it means that the extra year of schooling increased by 1,200 units, holding other variable constant. Okay, so that is what it means. Okay, I want to introduce because we are still talking about regression. I'm sure we must have been hearing about all this logistic regression, probit regression, tobit regression. So I don't want to waste our time, but I want to introduce to us, when do you suppose to use logistic regression? You see that logistic and probit, they are used when you have, when your outcome, you know, all this simple and linear regression that we have been doing, our outcome variables are numerical numbers. But if your outcome variable, what you want to predict, if it's in binary form, I drop a video on it. I talk about logistic regression. I was saying that when you have you want to check fail, pass. You want to know sick, not sick, poor, rich. So when you have your outcome to be 1 and 0, those that participate in a program, you are comparing them with a control variable of those that did not participate. So participate, participate, you have them in two binary form, right? So and when you are saying yes, no, yes, no, that is in two category, yes. So in this case now you want to test, and I use the example of migration, like somebody that move from one state to another, you want to compare their life. So maybe like you want to compare location, say those in the rural area, are they better off than those in urban area? So if you belong to rural area, it's going to be, let's say, 1, and urban area will be 0, and it can be the other way around. Just know the one that you code as male of 0 or 1. Another scenario is you can have gender. When you are doing gender analysis and you want to know the like maybe gender analysis, you are looking at being male and being female. Does it have what are the factors that contribute to maybe like the participation? If you have it as outcome, is what I'm saying. Here I use migrated. All you need to do is to just run logistic regression in that case. That is why you can see people that will pay you to help them to identify the type of analysis they're supposed to run. That is, it is totally different from data analysis. Just you have the skill, you know how to do methodology part of the work. You can do model specification for them. People will pay you to do that for them. You know, I'm saying it from experience. I help people, I do this for people. So you are going to have your variable to be migrated, yes, no. Then you are going to have all the independent variables. So in this case, let me see where we have data that I can use. Look at this data. I have age, I have sex, income, and co. So I can turn the table around and close my eyes and see this as if it's about participation, and see if it's about participation. We are using it as example. Saying what are the factors that determine if you will be male or female. You know, it doesn't make sense, but let's use it because that's the only thing I have. So in this case, point and click, you are going to binary outcome and you pick logistic. Logistic regression should be used like when you have your sample size is big, but this one I have just 30. I just pray to give me the results, but if not, I will switch. I will switch to the data that makes sense. No, I can't put sex again. Okay. You see, this is the example. When you run logistic regression, you will state when you write logistic, then your dependent variable will be the first and you list the rest. This is the table. All these also have their interpretation. R is looking at the strength of your model. Okay, so age, income, schooling, this is it. The first thing you should look at, is it significant? Mr. Steven, please tell me which of these results is significant.
Okay, so it seems none of. Let me check. Uh,
Say it, say it, say
is
it.
it a 0.5?
Yes, we are looking at, even if it's significant at 0 at 5% or 1% or 10%, tell me which one is
Okay, so
significant.
looking at these values, none of them is actually significant since
Thank you,
um
thank you.
yeah.
So none of these variables are significant. Okay, so none of this is significant. So thank you so much. But please, this is introduction to logistic regression. Don't forget, when you have logistic, you have your outcome to be. It's not because it's logistic regression that is not significant. So it is what the data is saying. And when you have your data, I made video, is going to drop soon, on when you have your all the variables, when they are not significant, what happen? Should I panic? Did something happen? You need to go and check your data. That is just it. Maybe you need to add more. Maybe the sample size is too small. So no need for anybody to panic. So I want to appreciate everyone tonight. Thank you so much. The journey has been wonderful, it's been great, and I sincerely appreciate your support. God bless you. But I want to put it to you, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me question. So the floor is open for you if you have any question. So you can ask your question.
Dr.
Yes, ma.
Thank you for your time and thank you for impacting us with your knowledge on data analysis. Me, I have plenty questions, so also I would reach out uh, as we've spoken before.
Who is that? Sister Mary, okay,
Ask so
okay.
that it help us.
Yes,
Ask.
Oh yeah, ask oh, so that it will help us.
I said I'm going to ask. I'll reach out to you on WhatsApp. Remember
Okay,
the issue
No,
with the
ask
laptop and all
now.
that. It's not now, Sifa.
So that it will help us.
okay, it's even Sister Blessing that is that saying. Okay, is it that you don't have the question written down yet? You want to go and practice and bring the question
No.
to bombard me
Yes,
with questions?
yes, yes. I want to go
We still
and
need one more final class. Doctor, please.
We are done. We are done. Please. You see, it's like some cohorts are waiting, but because I don't want anything to affect Shiloh, we have to round every. I'm the one that is. It's going to cost me more if I'm attending to people one after the other. But I don't mind. Go and practice. Come back with questions. What is the essence of us doing 2 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, and at the end of the day, you don't have time to practice? I'm giving it assignment. Go and practice. Bring question. When UBK was doing a particular work, which day, she sent this thing to me. She said I'm unable to import it. When I look at her error, I just laugh. I already know where the thing was coming up from. So I made a video and I showed her. I said, this is what you're supposed to do, mama. And she went ahead to do that. So no problem. Thank you so much, Sister Mary. So what do you have to say about this class? Do you miss any class? Emma Jegba, I will flog you.
no, I didn't miss any class.
You missed
But then
one. You
I was
missed
in,
one.
oh yes, I missed one, yes.
You
And
missed.
then I was in another class. I didn't have laptop to practice with, so I was just quiet.
Okay. Okay. So no. So what do you have to say about the? I'm going to send us form. Please help me fill the form. Pour out your mind there. It will help me. You see, the more we do this thing, because it's different style that I'm using. When I look at the kind of people that are in the training, I will try to adjust and say, this is what will fit this set. So please give me thorough evaluation. There's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. So let me know, what do you have to say about the class, Sister Mary?
Um, like I said before, that I'm grateful for the class and grateful to you for impacting us with your knowledge on data analysis. I I had a surface knowledge on Stata, but joining the class it was thorough. Even though the period was short, it was short. So it was many times you say you have a topic for us, and then the questions will be so much that you will not you will not really touch, you will not really teach that, you will not cover up what you have to do because of the topic. Time and because of the question, sorry,
Okay.
time just runs too fast, and then we have to wait till the next time, and then the questions just keep compiling and all that. So the time is actually, I feel like it's short, like the duration, that's what I'm saying, is
Okay.
short. But every other thing is perfect. Like you take your time in explaining things to us, and answering everybody's question. Like, thank you so much for that. It's
God,
just the duration that it should be worked on. Yeah, and if not, it's okay. Thank you.
thank you so much. God bless you. I've noted that. God bless you. Sister Blessing, I'm taking it the way we are. She there?
I just want to thank you for the knowledge that I passed across to the please. I was able to learn a lot.
Your network is breaking.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Said, thank you for the knowledge passed across to us, and I'm glad I'm able to be part of this call. Please, I was able to learn one or two things. I believe it will help me. So that's all I can say for now.
Go
What
and
about the
practice.
class? Well, everything is fine though. Yeah, everything is fine. The timing. I feel the duration. You can just increase the duration because
Okay.
more questions. And for those of us that we learn. What will I call it? Slowly. Let me use that word slow. We'll be able to have enough time to, get it alongside with those that learn.
Okay.
So, but the class was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Okay. Mr. Okay. Are you there, sir?
Yeah, Doctor, I am here. Thank you so much for trying to brush us up. It was a good time learning, trying to, you know, assimilate. To me, I think it's a good time listening to you, and I appreciate. I am okay. I am very fine about it. But I know some people that still want to uh, know more. They can maybe join other classes with you to get further knowledge to be brushed up. But at least the foundation you've laid, anyone that want to pick from there and anchor from there and do more. So to me, it's fine. Everything is okay. I have, even though I've not concentrated, to be very much honest. Like today, I've not been actually participating, but I am here, even in the past. But everything I have picked the points, and it's a good time learning. Appreciate it, and happy to every one of us here. So that's it. My pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much, Mr. Okay. Oh, so
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Steven is raining.
Ah, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So, first of all, I really thank you for your energy and your enthusiasm towards imparting knowledge to us. In fact, I've enjoyed every moment, and it was really inspirational. And one most important thing is you really enforce us to try our hands even when we are not um, having the energy to do so. Okay, making it more discussional. And what I'm also really recommending that please, if it will be possible that you wouldn't really pull down the video, so that anytime when we want to just go through, I think it will be feasible for us.
Okay. Permission granted, but I don't. The reason I put 1 month is because If I say it is there, some people will not still go and check. They will say, I will check it tomorrow, I will check it tomorrow. So I want to peg it to after 1 month it will be gone, so that people will go and watch and learn and get the knowledge once and for all. So if you want me to leave
Yes.
it, I'm going to leave it. So anybody can
Okay, can
continue. It's not going to affect
please,
me. It's our
please,
recording.
yeah,
Mister,
please do leave it. We'll have time to do it. Leave it
okay.
for us. Thank you.
All right.
Sure.
So your recording will be there. Anytime you need it, go there and watch. God bless you. My
God
almighty
God
bless
bless.
you.
UBK. Mama,
I appreciate a lot. Thank you so much. At least I finish your classes with something. So thank you so much. God bless you. With
amen.
more students, more money.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
I will miss everybody.
We
Seriously,
don't
I'm
even know
going to
you.
miss you, Abba. People should go and
I
follow me
will
so that
miss
I will follow you back.
Sister,
I
I'll
will
miss
miss
you
Sister
asking plenty
Mary,
questions. I'll miss you too. I'll
The
miss
smart classmates.
Mr. Blessing, Mr. OK, Mr. Steven, and even
Mhm.
Dr. Farombi, of
We
course.
can exchange contact, so free. If you give me permission, like if you need anybody's one, if they give me permission to release their number, I will. And we have our email. Just that if you notice, everything is always private. If you do not give me permission to release your information, even your email, nobody have access to it. So I really appreciate
Okay.
you all. What I normally do is I create group and I will tell people join this WhatsApp, Telegram, but I've not been able to keep up. Do you get? You don't just put people in group, maybe like monthly updates, maybe like remind people on how this is this type of analysis, this is how to do it, but I've not been able to
Okay.
stay active. That is why. But if you want me to at least send you the link to join any of the groups, I will. Just ask
I
me.
think WhatsApp group can be easy.
Okay. Okay. So I will send link. Anybody that want to join, you join.
Yes.
And it's
I
Share
going to
think
be
jobs.
a
it's fine.
closed group.
You need to share jobs opportunity inside.
No problem.
Not only prayer. We will not live for with pray only.
Yes, there are so
Haba,
many jobs
Sister.
opportunity. Oh, it's just for you to pick. Sometimes it's become too crowded. You don't even know the one to apply for. So if you want it, why not? I will always look. Even opportunity like you want to do MSc, you want to do PhD, fellowship, and they are saying that you must have so skill. Somebody that know how to use Stata. If you can use R. If you want it, I will be sending it. No wahala.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Doctor, one more thing.
all right, sir.
Yeah, you've done a great job. And for me, we have all been here for over a month now, and we've captured much about the starter. But if you also can let us know ourselves, because we've captured each other's voice. If you can introduce, like the first day you made introduction, I wasn't here. I only see names. So I'll be very much pleased to know each. We are not many here. I think about five of us
Hmm.
outside you. So if I can know better, I will appreciate.
Okay.
For the
So let's
first
quickly do
introduction, I
that.
think I'm the
Let's
person that
introduce
came last.
ourselves. So
Okay.
let's start from the person beside Mr. Okay, please start. Introduce yourself. Then Sister Blessing, Sister Mary, Mr. Stephen, then UBK, my love. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I am Mr. Eke Okechukwu Cyprian. I am from Imo State, based in Istanbul, but currently I am in Lagos. From as I came back home, I came to Togo to do one or two business of few things I sent to Togo. So currently in Togo. That's why I am. That's where I'm joining from the beginning. I am in Lome, Togo currently. Sometime January, I may still go back to Turkey. So I'm a
Okay.
businessman.
I'm living in
Yes.
Turkey too. Which place do you live in Turkey? I'm in Istanbul. I'm living in Istanbul.
Yeah, Istanbul is my base, but I've been around for like a month now, since 4th of October. Since 5th of October, I've been around. I left on the 4th of October to Nigeria, but I am in Togo now for 1 or 2 things I came around to do.
Okay.
So, where are you from exactly? Is it a Blessing or Mary speaking?
I'm Sifa and I'm from Congo.
So please, do I have permission to
Okay,
stop the
from
recording
Congo.
now, or should we continue?
Hey, stop.
Stop the recording, no.